Hey everybody, I'm Lauren and I have made this cut crease right here with a dark lip, and this is my first YouTube video, so bear with me. And if you want to know how to achieve this look, keep watching. To start off, I will be going in with my Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer and rubbing that all over the face and neck area. This primer is like holy grail. Like, I love it. It helps your makeup stay all day. Now next I will be going in with my Naked Skin Weightless Ultra Definition Liquid Makeup. Yeah, long name, just foundation. I love this foundation because it's good for normal to dry skin, and that's exactly what I have. It's full coverage and it only takes like 2 drops. I will be putting dots all over my face and just spreading it out because I just do what I do. And next I will be using my Real Techniques Beauty Blender, and I will just be pressing it all over the skin and evening out that white, very pale skin to where it's just, everything is just blended out and beautiful. Next, I will be taking my Maybelline concealers in the shade 20 and 15, and I will be putting that in the under eye area, the nose, the forehead, the upper lip, and the chin. And then I will be, and that is the color 20, and then I will be taking the color 15, which is the lighter shade, and I will be putting that in the exact same areas, just to highlight, but with less product. And you will see that here. Then I'll be taking my beauty blender and just doing the same thing that I did with my foundation. This concealer is pretty good. It's $4. I mean, it's medium color coverage. It's really not that bad. I mean, it's not Shape Tape or anything, although anybody would kill for Shape Tape. But for a drugstore cheap concealer, I highly recommend this one. Next, I will be taking my Maybelline setting powder. This setting powder is pretty good. It does its job, but the only problem with it is the flashback. But I will be taking a damp beauty blender and just putting that exactly where I put the concealer. This setting powder is about $8. I mean, it's not bad for the price, and for drugstore it's not bad at all. Next, I will be taking my E30 brush and putting concealer all over my eye, and you will notice the difference from the eye that I'm about to press all this concealer in to compared to the other one. It's a big difference, and it's used as a primer, and it just evens out your eyelid and that color. And next I will be taking the matte neutral color and just pressing that and setting that concealer. Next I will be taking a big fluffy brush and just taking off all that setting powder that was on my face. Yeah. Then I will be taking the Morphe 350M palette. And if you ever ask me what Morphe palette I recommend for anybody, it would be this one. You could be any color, any skin tone. It just works for everybody. And I will be taking my M441 brush, and I will be taking this color that I'm pointing to right here, and I will just be using that as a transition color, and I will be just taking that and doing windshield wiper motions all over the crease area. You don't really have to be clean with it. You can be as messy as you want because it'll clean up, and it looks better really when it's messy. And you'll just be taking that and winging it out and just getting ready to do that with the rest of the colors. Next, you will be taking the M433 brush. It's exactly like, or kind of like, the M441. It's just a little shorter and better for more precise looks if you really want to put that in the crease. And then you will be taking that brush and just putting it closer to the crease And you'll blend it out as it goes, and it'll be going closer and closer to the brow bone, but you don't exactly want to be touching the brow. Then you'll just look like a panda. You don't want to look like a panda. Just saying. And you'll just be blending that out. Next, you will be taking the M562 brush, and you will be taking this dark color, and you will just be really making a line. You're just drawing out your cut crease where you're gonna make the cut crease with your concealer, and you're just gonna make it a lot more in depth with that color, if that makes sense. I take the M441 brush and I just blend that out as much as I can. And this is me, y'all. This is Lauren. And once you look like a raccoon, I mean, you're right there. You're doing this look right if you look like a raccoon. I'm just saying. And this is me. Next, you will be taking I will be taking a angled Lancome brush. I don't think it has a name, but I will be taking that setting powder and just making it more of a harsh line. You'll see it, how it just sharpens out. But this is me dancing to Chance the Rapper. Same drugs. If you don't know the song, you gotta learn it, because my goodness, that song's great. And more dancing. I can't dance, but I'm gonna do it anyways, because it's my channel, my video. I took time to edit it. Next, I will be taking the E30 brush, and I would just be wiping away that setting powder, and as you can see, it's now a sharp straight line. Next, I will be taking a flat synthetic brush. This is just better to put product on it. It won't hold any product. And I'll be taking the color 15 for concealer, and I will just be putting it all over the lid and making just cutting out the crease, pretty much, just the name of it. For a cut crease, I put it in like right on top of my crease, like right where my eye creases. But if you have hooded eyes, I recommend you putting it a little bit above the crease, not too much, because then you're gonna look like a clown, but just a little bit above, and that way when you open your eyes, you can see the crease. But you really want to pack on this concealer and make it take away a lot of that brown, and you just want to really just draw out that line. I just like to make the wing. As you can see, I like to make the wing with the concealer. I mean, if you don't, it's fine, you can always clean it up, but you can make the curve of the cut crease as low or as high as you want to. As you can see, I redraw it a couple times. Then you will be taking this brush, the B83 brush, and taking that same matte cream color that you used before, and I will just be putting that all over where I put the concealer and just really setting that concealer. Next, I will be dancing with my eyeliner, because that's just the way I do it. And then I realized that this is empty and I feel stupid. So I go and I'm gonna go look for the full one, that way y'all can see what it looks like. This is Maybelline Blackest Black Eyeliner. And I'll be using the B11 angled brush from Morphe. Wing liner, it's not that complicated, but it's hard to people who don't know how to do it. You want to start off by doing a line, like an angled line that kind of, it goes from your inner corner to the end of your brow. And you want to, for this look, you want to line up your eyeliner with your cut crease. And after you make that line, you want to bring it down. That way you can make that wing. I like to, once I'm done like filling it in, if I have any gaps, I'll take a pencil brush, and you'll see that in a second. And I just fill in the gaps of where it's all white, because then you're just gonna look stupid, but that's okay. But eyeliner, it just takes a lot of practice, y'all. You'll get it down. Next, I will be taking that same angled brush that I had for the setting powder, and I'll be putting concealer on it to sharpen out that liner, because you know, you just want to cut somebody. Then I'll be taking the M562 brush and taking that color and just smoking it out on the lower lash line. Then I will be taking the I will be taking the M213 brush with that dark color, and you really want to get tight, all just very close to the waterline as you can. Then I will be taking my waterproof Better Than Sex mascara, just because I love it and I don't have lashes because I lose them all the time. Next I will be taking the M212 brush, and I will be taking my 35F Morphe palette. You will notice as we go I have a lot of Morphe palettes, but I love this palette. As you can see, it's a little run down, and I'll be taking that corner color and taking the M212 brush and just putting that in the inner crease. Then I'll be taking the color right next to it and highlighting the brow bone. That's just a highlighter brush. Next I will be taking this contour palette that I dance with for a little bit, you'll see, and I'll be using the colors Sombre and Shadow Play. I really like this because it's beautiful. It's cool tone. It's good for cool tone and warm tone. It's just gorgeous. And the brush I will be using doesn't have a name on it, but it is from Morphe. I'm sure you can find it. And it's good for contour or blush. And as you can see, I just do circular motions on the cheeks, on the forehead, and under I don't know what to call that, my neck area, under the face, I don't know. Then I'll be taking my Lancome blush in the color Rose Fresque with my M405 brush, and I will just be putting that on my cheek. It's just a pretty pink color, I love it. Then I'll be taking this beauty. It's just gorgeous. I love this palette. I use it a lot. I've broken it like 3 times and I've cried all 3 times, but it's okay, I fixed it. I'll be taking a fan brush and it's just gorgeous. Look at, it's just gorgeous. I just love it. But it's just, I think it's about the same as Champagne Pop, to be honest. I just think they're both pretty. But I'll be taking a little fan brush, and I'll be putting it on my nose and my upper lip. And that brush, since it blurred out, is called the M558 brush. I just like this brush better than the big brush on my nose and my upper lip, just because it's more precise and it's not as messy. Next I will be taking this nude color. It's from NYX, NYX, whatever you want to call it, and it's just a pretty nude. It looks very pink, but once you have it on, it looks more neutral than this. But I just wanted to show you what they both look like, nude and dark lip. And I just feel pretty at this point, so I just wanted to show y'all. Now with this color, I just wanted to be different, so I grabbed Embelish from ColourPop and I just popped that on my lips. It's a very dark brown, and if you're not very confident in lipstick, I would definitely not try this until you have practice with nude colors, because if you mess up, it goes all over your face, literally. And I just want y'all to know this is the finished look, and I hope you enjoyed. Please subscribe and like my video.